Well, hello YouTube. We are back in the shop, actually doing airplane things, not shop things, in the new shop. And so today, I spent most of the day getting things organized. I had to move some parts and computers over and cleaning up the other end and all of that. But today, I wanted to get working on the rudder. I had to think there for a minute. Oh, it's a hot one out there in Florida, by the way. And one of the jobs, or one of the things we have to do, I don't know if you remember, but we have to drill holes in these small holes, and then we have to countersink. So we're going to do that today. And we're going to be able to do that with this jig. That's what we're going to use today is the jig. I'll show you how this works. But we got about 100 holes to drill. And then we got to countersink them. So I think that's going to take us the rest of the night and everything. So I appreciate you guys joining me. Stay tuned. Hit that like button, that notification button. But like always, this plane is not going to build itself, so we have to get to work. All right, YouTube, here we go. So if you guys remember from the last couple of calls, this is the trailing edge. So basically a piece of aluminum goes on here and goes on here, and this is what you would see, looking back, of course, on the tail. So this is tapered, and we have to basically drill these out and then countersink them using our countersinker here. But the problem is if we lay this flat, as you can see, because this is at an angle, a wedge, it is going to basically make, unless we hold our drill, at the right angle, it's not going to be perpendicular. So they have made a jig, and I got this one from Cleavland Aircraft Supply, that when you put this in the jig, it makes this perpendicular, perfectly flat to the surface. So that way all your holes will line up accordingly. So what we're going to do is, first thing is I got to drill these out, because I don't know if you see that, but the holes just aren't quite big enough. So I have to basically match drill these. And then I'll have to come back with a countersink and countersink all of these little holes. So even though it's one piece, we got a lot of drilling to do. So with that, when you come back, hopefully we'll have the drilling done. So there you go, YouTube. As you can see, they are countersunk. So these holes, so when the rivets, so when the skin lines up where we dimpled the skin, the dimpled part of the skin will line up and go into these holes and then lay flat. That's the whole purpose of that. And we'll show that when we do the skinning and everything. But the reason why we countersink these is, like I said, is the dimpling on the skin will actually fill in this void, and then when you rivet, it makes a solid connection. So I think that is it for tonight, because I had to work on the shop. Oh, my eBay find. I got a new squeezer from eBay. We'll hook this up and see. Actually, I got to get a new end there because that will not fit my hoses, my micro hoses. So we'll get that hooked up and see how she works and everything. And we'll get that tested, get this set up. So the purpose, do you have to have two squeezers? Absolutely not. The reason why I have two is that way I can switch out, because I have the adjustable arm here for doing rivets, and then when you're doing when you're doing dimpling, you use a solid, not an adjustable. So I don't have to flip the arms back and forth. I got one that's just a solid, and then I'll use that and I'll just get it rigged up for my dimpling, and that way I can just grab it and use it. I don't have to worry about recalibrating it and shimming it and all that stuff. It'll just be ready to go. So if you go out on eBay, you can find these relatively inexpensive. You don't have to go out and buy a brand new one. I bought a brand new one with my kit, and I paid about 3 times as much as I paid for this one on eBay and everything. So so you can definitely get a squeezer at a very good price. And I will tell you, they're highly worth it. They're great tools. I do like the C-frame over there as well, the dimpler there, but I'll have to tell you, these pneumatic squeezers, if I could do it between the dimpler and the squeezer, I would always go with the squeezer. So with that being said, there's no reason to cut back around and say goodbye to you guys. I'll just say it right here. So once again, thank you for joining us. Make sure you hit that like, that subscribe, tell your friends about us, your other RV building friends and stuff. Get out there and help us spread the word about what we're doing here. If you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to leave them in the comment, and we will get back to, I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you. God bless, and be safe.